Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Aska, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were continuing to reorganise the village and trying to get a lot of basically just the general admin stuff sorted out. That there's no two ways around, I really should have been keeping closer tabs on much earlier in the playthrough. So, yeah, it wasn't the most exciting episode, I'm not going to lie, but you know, this is the thing, we do every plays, so you get to see everything that I'm doing, even if it's not the most interesting of things, because, yeah, it just keeps you guys clued up on what's going on. Now, one bit I do actually want to do is you guys are making iron swords, you are set to make the crude heater shields, okay. Now, I just want to have a re-look at the shields, actually. So the crude heater shield has 600 durability. No, hang on, it's the crude heater. So that's got 300. And it requires one plate, whereas that requires two. So that requires a little bit more, but it does last longer. That requires a bit more, but lasts... Oh, actually... I mean, that tower shield is 800, but that's not bad, actually. What does that require? See, that heater shield really is looking tempting, because it doesn't need... Yeah, like, if you... Yeah. It only needs the two... Yeah, no, I think we're just going to leave it with the regular heater shield, where it only needs one, because we should get that iron plate back. Okay, so that's fine, but I do want to start seeing them... Oh, they've got one. Cool. Right, we'll take that. Because I want us to be able to use a shield. So, I need to muck around with my hotbar. So, that needs to go there. The shield is going to need to go there, because we're never going to select the hammer. It will just auto-equip. So, yeah, I think that's good. We don't need these hose that we've got in my inventory at all, so I think we can just we don't need two of them, so we can hang on, have I really got okay, oh, that's the one in hand, okay, that's fine, and then we'll drop the worst hammer, that's fine, okay. In fact, I don't need any of the wooden hammers, I've got a metal hammer, so we'll drop that as well. Okay, coolio. So that's that getting sorted out. Now, one bit we do want to definitely do is we are going to want to upgrade this building here, because if we upgrade our hunter's hut, it means they'll be able to start bringing in hide, which will be a big improvement. We need to get the metal knives for it, but that will still be a big improvement. Yeah, like, look at that, those broken metal parts. There's tons of them laying around. So I'm hoping they're going to come get some of these broken metal parts instead of, you know, making them all the time. Right, however, we did... Where did we put the we did put the armor smith out there as well, didn't we? So... okay, that's workshop 2. Yeah, both workshop houses can use it, that's fine. We actually need to... put the new guys in the workshop house on there as well. Didn't we add 2? Oh, I thought we did, but... So like 1, 2, 3, and then we had the 4th. Okay, alright. That's fine. So that's all of those guys there. What are you actually waiting for, my friend? You need cured leather hide. Well, that's the interesting bit. We're not bringing in hide yet. So we can't actually make any of these bits. Now, one bit I do want to do with the armor smith is I actually want to stop... Oh, okay, so the armor smith is the only guy that can take stuff from his own warehouse. Fine. I have no problem with you, in theory, doing that, maybe? Right, okay. I kind of want more bodies doing stuff, so let's get another person come in. Green thumb and a retired bowman. Retired bowman will be great because we can put them up on that watchtower, which will be very helpful. We need a flax harvest because we appear to be shy on stuff. So let's have a look. What's your tasking at the moment? You've got 2 of you guys. That's fine. I don't mind you doing that. Arrows. They're doing bone tip ones. That's fine. 1 of everything else. Okay, so that there actually I'm pretty happy with. So yeah, they're just getting on with stuff. I'm not too worried about that. They possibly could do with more bodies to help them. They do have rope on there to make, don't they? Yes, they do. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, perhaps more bodies to help, but, you know, they are doing alright with it. There we go. Finish that one off. So it is just a chunk of metal that we need. Now, what am I going to go and do in this episode? I'm going to go have a look at this white shipwreck, because I think it's about time that we have a look at taking on a mini-boss. And so I'm just going to go and get on with that today, because I think that'll be interesting for us to have a look at and to do. So we're going to head over this way and back over to that white shipwreck. If I was smart, I'd have got myself fully healed before trying to do this. Just recognise that my health bar is not full. But, you know, with my heater shield, I should be alright with this. So, we want to come over here. There we go. We can see the whites. Wow, there's a lot of them. Hey, buddy. Oh, we actually didn't realise we'd already summoned him. Look, that's kind of nice. With the block, we can just deal with his charging. Oh, he missed us entirely. Let's clear out some of these guys. Oh, he got us that time. Okay. Okay. Ow. Here he comes. We got the shield up. Bump. I was really hoping to... Ow. Here he comes again. Bump. Come on then. Bump. Oh, this is turning out to be... Yeah, that shield is making life much easier. Ow. As long as I don't get cheeky and try and push it too far. Alright, we're going to stun him now, which should let us finish him off. There we go. Nice. So now we can just take him apart, and he should give us some blood, some metal parts. Yeah, look at that. Chunk of blood. Good amount of metal parts there. And more importantly, the water artifact. So that's our first boss down, which is good. And I'm not going to lie, that shield made it much more easy than I expected it to. I mean, it took a beating. There's no two ways around that, but it was fine. And then we can just clear these guys up. I forgot we'd summoned him out that long ago and just left him there. Let's see, like a whole extra blood. So it's worth doing that. Okay. We've got another couple of whites over here. May as well just clear them up. Oh wow, there's loads more up there. There must be what we left the first time. What's our inventory looking like? A bit full, sure. Okay. Kind of interesting to see that all we're waiting on for all of our home construction now at the moment is rope. So we definitely need a flax harvest to come through. Wow, you guys are properly dropping the Jotun blood for me. Yeah, I expected that to happen. Right, drop that flax. That flax, those fibres. Even though we kind of really need them, I want the Jotun blood more. So there's no point chopping up any of the other guys because we don't have the space. Alright, well that's good. Okay, so that went very well, I feel. And it means we can put down one of the... words are escaping me. We can put down one of the, like, ritual sites as well, which will help. I think that one increases our archer's skill and makes people less thirsty, which is, you know, always good. But you do need to have someone working that, and I kind of wish we could have 2 people working it, so we could, like, overlap the shifts like we do with a lot of the other stuff. But no, alas, we can't. We can only have the 1 person working it. Right. Yeah, see, it's all missing the rope. Where's our flax harvest? No water. Okay. That's a problem. If you guys have no water, you can't harvest the crops. So that means we're going to need to get... Where are we? Where's bushcraft? More rain collectors down. Because these guys, the farmers just need water. There's no 2 ways around it. Did not realise they were running shy on them like that. Right. Let's try and get some of these down. Good. They don't actually require rope, so hopefully the builders will be able to get on with these. Even though they can't necessarily do anything else right now. Because they're waiting on the rope. Okay, let's get that done. We are pretty beat up, so we're going to go and have a siesta. So we're going to pop into our chieftain's hut here. And we will have a rest. I don't think I need to worry about lighting the fire. But that's going to patch us up. And arguably, again, if you have trouble with the bosses, you should do this first, because it gives you the big energy boost. And from what I understand as well, it also gives you a strength boost, which I didn't realise. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, you are a bit stronger. Okay. So that's fine. That's not too much of an issue. But I kind of just want to keep resting here until our health catches up with us. So while we're doing that, let's have a look. We've got loads of bits and pieces around. Why is our raw food storage person all the way over there? Like, all I can assume is that they're collecting from, like, fallen beasts over here, where the hunters have done things badly. I do very much wish that with the, like, storage workers like that, I do wish we could set some kind of radius to stop, like, the raw food storage person we've got, like, over here, charging all the way over to these hunting spots, because the hunters did not fully clear up and bring all the meat back with them. I do wish that that was something that we could sort out, because otherwise they're just going to get themselves in trouble. Like, if they were doing that in the middle of the winter invasion, they'd have run straight into a combat field, which is not what we want. So yeah, that's why I kind of wish we could manually tweak that somewhat. Right, so we are building a longhouse slowly. Okay, that's fine. You've got all that stuff there. We have got rope there. Right, that's all raw pelt. So that really does need to... Oh, I can't put pelt up there yet. Okay. Because that needs the better... That needs the... Where are we? Not weaver. Leather worker. That needs the advanced leather worker. We can't do that because this needs to be upgraded as a building. Okay, so let's at least queue that, even if that's just going to slowly wear away. I'm going to come here and pinch your... I can't pinch your rope because I have no room. Okay. Sure. Let's wait for our next person. So we can activate that. What have we got? Springtime and daylight. Summer angler and our hydration expert tempted with. And then I'm just going to preload that, even though I can't do anything right now. So, You are our retired bowman. That's good. You're going to go here. You are going to be on day 1. And you're actually going to work here. Manage workers, that's what I want. Assign. There we go. Cool. So, there we go. We've got another archer there. Now, did I notice that we are out of homing spots? We are, which is going to be interesting for this person when they arrive. Okay. Does mean I can now take this rope, though. It does mean that I'm going to be pinning that, because that's going to become a priority. So, let's get over here. Let's get that other cooking house done, and then we can move our cooks over there as well. So we can put that down. Excellent. We want to get that fence looked at as well, actually. Because I want to see if that's going to join up. Otherwise we're going to have a problem. So let's get these down. There we go. Right, okay. Okay, good. That's now joined up there. That's what I wanted to see. That's fine. It does mean now that this hedge is... or that wall is redundant. So we can take that down. Grab the rope involved. Get our wood storage down. Oh, that was a productive little section of building. We can get one of the gardens down as well. Which will be that one. Which will make the housing in this area a bit nicer. Okay, that's good. And now, for this, we need... where are we? Storage. I need 2 long stick storages. One for hardwood, one for normal. And then 2 log storages. There we go. Again, 1 for normal, 1 for hardwood. There we go. And... come on. Is it because this is in the way? If so, I'm just going to get it out of the way. Or not. Okay, let's try and do that. There we go. Cool, that will let me line it up now. Excellent. Cool, okay, so that's... when that's all built, we'll line that up properly. Or set those rules up, and then we're going to need to get a couple of workers on that, which is good. I'm still surprised about how many plates we've got here. Nails are looking good. Did mean we needed to queue this up. Also going to queue that up, because I really want that tower sorted out as well. But it means that we are then waiting on refined wood goods. There's a rhyme for you. Okay, so... okay, so they are working away at it. Alright, that's fine. I'm not going to get too uppity about that. Right. We need to move the cooks over here so they're closer to the raw food. So, manage workers. What cook hut are you? You're cook hut 3. So that means we want to remove them from not cook hut 3, but cook hut. There we go. Yep. And then we need your tasks. So again, we want coal first. Don't use any of the other stuff. And then you guys were doing fish first. Then meat. And then we'll just throw a handful of the other things in there for them to do. Poached eggs if you can get them. Definitely beetroot for the summer. Okay, cool. I have just realised I've put the cookhouse next to the toilet. Let's, you know, not tell everyone that. Okay, so let's now go and decommission that other cookhouse. So we can then decommission this one. Cool, that's fine. I don't mind those bits being left on the floor because everyone's going to be able to collect those things. So where are you going with that post? I'm really hoping you're going to go straight to that house. Good, excellent. So our builders are going to be getting on with those. Fine. That's what we want to see. We've then got our guardsmen. Kind of want to build up the farmhouses as well, actually. So I am gonna... Okay, you've now got some water. That's good at least. So let's come here and I want to upgrade this farm. Because then that will give us access to the 4th build that I was planning on popping over here. And we can then, you know, build the food stores a bit more with that. This central area here, I think... It's probably not a great place for it, but I'm going to put the water rune stone. There we go. Okay. And I'm also going to chuck that on the floor, because then our builders will grab that when they're ready for it, instead of, you know, making me come over at the appropriate time. Right, we want to drop off those metal pieces we got. I also want to check the task for you guys. What do we got? 4 and 16, that's fine. So they're going to be getting on with that. Okay. How's that all looking? Yeah. Ooh, iron pick's ready. Good. We'll take that, because an iron pick is much better than what we had before. I'm actually going to come over here then and drop off our old stone pick. Okay. Good, 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 good. That's going nicely. Everyone's running around putting stuff together. Right, so we need a drink. So we'll drain that water trough. We need something to eat. There we go. But that should make our cooks much more efficient, having these guys literally having the raw food right on their doorstep so they can just get on with stuff. Which will be nice. Yeah, I'm kind of happy with that as a setup. Okay, cool. So that's where we've got all of that. Okay. Now the fish oil, I'm sure I saw that in... Oh, that was it. It was the cookhouse that we need for the fish oil. That's fine. So we'll have to upgrade one of those at some point. And that also gives us access to pies, which will be nice. Okay, we've got someone spooked by a wisp. Oh yeah, there it is. Lovely. There's that wisp. That's that dealt with. I mean, it'd probably be worth at some point putting someone on that tower, but this is where we are just going to need to start getting some of the other bits straightened out first, and this is why I really want to get the... words are escaping me. Why I'd really like to get the longhouse sorted, because I've been thinking about this and I've been learning about them a lot more. They are way more space efficient than the huts. So although they're a lot more expensive, when you actually look at them in a similar footprint, they're able to fit like 2 or 3 extra people. And you can be very crafty with how you set that up. So, yeah, that's kind of nice. Kind of curious what you're chopping all that up, mate, for. Right, there we go. We'll grab the rope, because the rope will actually fall on the floor and go bad. Drop the rope there. Now, tasks. Yeah, okay, so anyone can come get stuff from there, that's fine. Yeah, you need your pelts, don't you? Okay, here's our new person that doesn't have anywhere to live. I think, though I'm not keen on it, I think what I need to do is just sneak a bed in the middle here for her. So I'm just going to pop that there, try and get that built. Because they will need somewhere to sleep. Right. So, yeah, builders can get on with that. I'm just trying to think. We've got 5 minutes left. Do we want to try and take on... There's our wolf den. It's like here, isn't it? The one that's causing us problems from time to time. Tempted to try and see whether we want to go and take on the Fenrir, but I might save that to the beginning of next episode to avoid doing 2 bosses in one fight. 2 bosses in one episode is what I mean by that. Right, so now we can give her somewhere to stay. She has no proficiencies. Wow, that is interesting. That means you're absolutely going to be a workhouse person. In fact, I'm actually going to put you on here before I forget that. And you can be on day 2. Yeah, okay. So she's got nothing to do yet, but we'll add those 2 to the to-do list for the builder, so hopefully we can get that done fairly soon. Okay, let's have a look. What else do I want to get done this episode? It is mainly just making sure that we've got... Yeah, that's kind of nice. We've got our 2 archers up there now. This one's getting rebuilt. That's bringing down a load of birch. That's fine. Oh, look. See, look, we get hit in the day. We got a load of guardsmen out the front here, and that's kind of what we want. And that one's even got a shield as well, which is nice. Fisherman's hut attacked by a wisp, eh? Well, let's go and straighten that out. Because that's the thing, our guardsmen are now out the front to make sure we're ready for the winter invasion. So I've not got us set up for... Oh. You guys dealt with it. Oh, because the archery range is there, isn't it? So the archers probably came over and dealt with it. Because they're literally right here practicing. Okay, that's fine. Like, how are you getting on? Yeah, 25-33, they're doing quite nicely. Okay. Well, that's good. Take a drink. Speed, storage. We set that all up, didn't we? Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did that last episode, so that's all good to go. So we can grab spare seeds. Got tons of iron in there at the moment, sat ready and waiting. You're getting on with all of this. So I'm just going to get this off the floor for you. There we go. Deposit that in there. Okay. Yeah, see, I'd really love to get 2 more guys in here. That is the bit with it. I wonder where you would let go from, because you are really pretty good at making stuff already. But again, we need more people and more housing for that. And we kind of want to finish off this wall, because if we can finish off the wall and connect these 2 points up, it means that the builders will be, or the houses will be a lot less worried about where they are. Because they won't be sitting there going, oh, we're unprotected. So yeah, kind of would love to get that straightened out. Right. Can I get those 3 rope? Yes. Because then I can at least finish one of these. There we go, that one. And we can say, right, this log storage is for normal logs. And she'll at least be able to start getting on with stuff. That one we need 5 more rope for. And we don't have a flax harvest. Yes, we do. Lovely. There we go. There's a ton of rope. Cool. There's us making an army of rope. That's excellent. So we can pop that there. Supply these with their rope. Oh. There we go. Okay, get this one built. And this one is for the hardwood logs. And it's quite nice and close to the workshop, so they're going to be able to come get those bits that they need, which would be quite nice. Right, okay. So yeah, you just need sticks and normal long sticks. So let's see what we can get done around that. So we can grab... Oh yeah, there's sticks. Grab that. Grab a long stick. Because it might mean that that supply person, once we get the sticks set up, or the long stick storage set up, they might go and get some of that. Okay, so we need some more long sticks. That's fine. Okay. Now what else are we going to have here? We probably want them to be dealing with like almost all of the raw wood resources, which means we're going to want them to have a stick storage. And can we fit a bark storage in here? No, not until we get the expansion on. Okay. Which for that we're going to need to take this rain collector down. And even then I'm not sure we'll make it fit. Oh yeah, there we will. Yeah, that's good. We might damage some of the road doing that though, but that's fine. Because that then means that's going to be able to handle basically all of our raw wood resource needs. Okay, cool. So that's still trying to get all of that organised, but I'm pleased with that. We took the boss down, so that's where I'm going to wrap up this episode and say, as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my YouTube channel members. Your support is very much appreciated. Please don't forget that as a supporter, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games I'm currently playing, along with the blueprints that get used in them, and most importantly for you guys, you get early access to the videos, so you get to see what's going on before anybody else does. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.